It's Friday, April 15th. Coming up on an all-new View. Shirley MacLaine's taking you between the sheets of her wild new book, exposing everything from her close encounters with UFOs to her sexual encounters with 3 men in one day. Then, the conspirator star Evan Rachel Wood is revealing how Kate Winslet convinced her to bear all on camera. And the sex, secrets, and scares in store on the new season of True Blood. And Fat Morvan of Milli Vanilli is telling you where he is now and taking you inside the lip-sync scandal that rocked the music industry, left him stripped of his Grammy, and left his bandmate dead. Plus, Katie Lang is telling you about spreading the cheer with the Glee Gang and hitting the stage to perform her brand new hit, I Confess. All that, hot topics, and more coming up on The View.
To The View. You know, last week, nearly 200 people from 57 different countries became American citizens. And we are so proud to say that our friend, View crew person and hairstylist, Rosa Amawedo, was one of them. She became a U.S. citizen. And here is just a bit of her journey. Take a look.
Becoming American citizen today. I came 28 years ago from Galicia, Spain. I raised my 3 children over here. They born in America. That's why I want to become American citizen too. I'm so exciting and very happy and very nervous. I couldn't sleep last night.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are being naturalized today, I'd like you all to remain standing. If you would raise your right hand, I will now administer the oath of citizenship. If you would repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath. That I absolutely and entirely. Without any mental reservation. Or purpose of evasion. So help me God. I pledge allegiance. To the flag. Of the United States of America. And to the republic. For which it stands. One nation. Under God. Indivisible. With liberty. And justice. For all. I want to congratulate you on becoming citizens today. And I hope that you and your families will make full use of all of the gifts that come with the citizenship that you have received today, so that you can fulfill whatever may be your American dream. Congratulations to all of you again. Rosa, Amuero.
Choke me up. I know. Oh, my goodness, I am verklempt, you know? And we want to thank the federal courts because they don't usually allow cameras in their courtrooms. We just wanted to say that, you know? And so, Rosa, you're an American citizen, yeah?
Yes, I am. An American citizen.
years. years, right? It took 28 years. Is this something you had wanted to do or just didn't get to, or was it something that you
There's no any reason. I was busy working with my kids, schools, and
they're lovely.
It's good that you did it because there are, you know, people in the country trying to say that children born here to non-citizens would be deported with their parents. So it's good that you became a citizen.
No, I did it too because I had to renew my green card.
Yes.
So I changed to renew my green card.
Well, were you the only one dressed like a movie star?
You look fabulous in that.
It was a special day. It was a very special day.
It is a special day. What was the first thing you did after you became officially a citizen?
I called my family and my friends.
Wait, what's your country?
Spain.
I love you, Rosa.
All right.
Congratulations.
Okay, now speaking of tests, Bill, you have a copy of the citizenship test, and you're going to ask some of us questions.
Six questions, very simple. What is the supreme law of the land?
The supreme law of the land?
This is what Rosa had to do.
Do I have to repeat it, Joy? The supreme law of the land. What is it?
Wait.
Constitution?
Yeah.
Thank you. Very good. You get to stay, Elizabeth. The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
Well, it's over 400. We know that.
435, I think it is. 435.
That's right, Elizabeth. 435. Does she have a crib sheet up there or something? Does she have something? Name one U.S. territory. Very funny.
I'm sorry.
One U.S. territory.
Puerto Rico.
Very good. Very good. Together, we would have accepted U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa.
The Virgin Islands.
Who is the Chief Justice of the U.S. right now?
John Roberts.
Very good.
Okay.
Yes. A little competitive, you know?
Okay, a little tougher.
Who answers it first?
I like sports.
4 amendments to the Constitution are about who can vote. Describe one.
What's that?
Black women can vote.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yes, you're
Women
right.
and black
You can't
Women
miss.
and black people.
Which amendment is that?
The black people
19th
amendment.
for the women.
Women's suffrage is 19.
19.
The 15th Amendment, right to vote shall not be denied on account of race. That would be that one.
And
But
for
there-
the women and
It's the
for women.
19th, no?
on account of sex, that's 19th Amendment.
Yeah.
24th is about failure to pay taxes.
Yeah,
And 26th is based on age, something about, you know,
Okay.
18, got to be 18, that sort of thing. All right, final one. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the U.S.?
Free
Right
speech.
to bear arms.
There you go.
Right
That's
to
one.
free speech.
Free speech.
Freedom of religion.
We would have accepted assembly and you know, worship and a few others.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad. You can all stay, I guess.
What was this one about President
Listen,
Can I just say one thing about Rosa? She had to learn 100 answers, and then they only picked 6 to ask her. So she knew the answers to all of them, and she got them all right, didn't you? Yes, that's pretty impressive.
I don't doubt
Because
it.
I wouldn't be able to
and
pass
you know
this
what?
test.
We encourage everybody who is not a citizen, who is thinking about it, go and become a citizen. We're a pretty damn good country.
That's
and
right.
we welcome you. We welcome you. So come on. Now, before we go, child, we want to remind you that Barbara has a wonderful special on this Monday. Yes, she does, at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, on the Royal Wedding, and it's called William and Catherine, A Modern Fairy Tale, and it will have exclusive photos and interviews that you've never seen before. And we don't want you to miss it. Check it out. Now, when we come back, we are coming back with the magnificent Shirley MacLaine. We'll be right back.
Monday, live on a very special edition of The View. The First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, and the wife of the Vice President, Dr. Joe Biden, take on a new challenge and ask you to take it too. Monday, live on The View on ABC.
Shirley MacLaine's new memoir, I'm Over All That and Other Confessions, covers everything from her fabulous life with the biggest names in Hollywood to her UFO encounters. But in the makeup room this morning, we couldn't get past the part where she said she has sex with 3 guys in one day. Yes, we've got to get to the bottom of this. Please welcome back Shirley MacLaine.
Come on over here.
Sit down, you hot number.
Oh, God, why did you lead with that?
Because, you know,
that just got everybody crazy.
We want to hear everything. Who were they? Where were you?
Oh,
how was it? You don't tell the names.
No, can't do it. Why did you lead with that? And that's what it's like makeup trailer, girl talk about this.
Because we like to hear it, because when we were talking about it, you know, we were like, well, how many of you had in one day? And how many
we
of
did
you
some
had?
confessions.
And, Barbara confessed her sin, but how about you?
No, you know what it was? I was bored. I thought, I want some color in my... It was on a political campaign, Joy.
Oh. Dangerous.
Yeah, wait a minute. We're getting close to what the names are. Never mind. And you know what happens on a political campaign? Everybody thinks they're moving their furniture around in the White House and they can do anything. And so it all was very funny. It was kind of early in the... I had to space it out, by the way, you know.
Oh, really? Like how many hours?
About, say, altogether like an hour apiece.
Oh.
And I was basically...
Now that's getting in and getting out.
That's,
Oh, the old in and out. Yeah.
Getting in took longer, getting out,
like that.
I was in control.
But you know, Shirley, you said...
Oh, is that the end of this conversation?
No, it's kind of... But it's very... Oh, I'm sorry. Because it was kind of interesting what you said about... You had said you had a lot of affairs, but you didn't have a lot of sex. So...
I said that? I said it wrong. No, when you...
You had a lot of love affairs. You know, it wasn't the sexual thing that got you with having the affair.
Of course, that's right. That didn't mean no sex. Yeah. That meant I was really involved with the man.
Right.
And sex was an extra added attraction, basically.
But you had like emotional attraction as well.
Very.
When you were married, you were married, what, 33 years to Steve Parker? And then you said that you had relationships outside of that too. Did you want divorce, or was it just something? Was it not the time?
I like your pictures.
Yeah, we have good pictures.
Look at you, huh?
Really
Wow.
good pictures.
Look at that smile.
But you had an open marriage with Steve, right?
Yeah. He had women and I had men. I'm glad it was that way.
Could have been the other way, too.
Could have been. You never know, but we're old-fashioned.
Yeah, considering now, yeah. Listen, I want to talk about one of your roles that I'm told might actually be your favorite, which is Aurora.
Oh, I love it.
From Terms of Endearment. Why does she...
She was unabashedly expressive, and she didn't care really what anybody thought. Well, she thought she was terribly entertaining anyway, and she was. Yeah. But she had compassion and humor and no about her. Yeah. She was just very and articulate in her criticism.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I just loved her. I mean, if somebody wanted to do a half-hour comedy show with a live audience, because I love the live audience, I would do it. If it was her.
As Aurora.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
HBO could do something like that, because it's a high-level type of... It wouldn't have a laugh track. It would be a dramedy.
Because where's the audience?
Oh, the audience, yeah.
You could do it. You could do it. There's a way to do it. You just shoot... The camera would just be a film camera, but you'd have an audience there.
I want to hear their reaction. That's what I live with. And my little show that I'm doing around the country, you know, I'm doing a retrospective, and I have a what do you call these clickers? And I turn off the screen because it's got my movies, television, singing, dancing, all that stuff on it. It's pretty good when I look back on my life. I do all that.
You've done it all.
And then I tell them stories.
Right.
And then they ask me questions. They yell them out from the audience, and I love that interaction.
Well, you're a live performer. Do you have any regrets about your life at all? Is there anything you look back and you say, shoulda, I coulda, or I didn't?
You know, I won't be quip about it. I don't, Joy.
No.
No.
Nothing.
Well, don't ask me to think too hard.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, because I consider all of it a basic learning experience, really, and even the real bad stuff.
But usually people say they regret what they didn't do. Is there anything you didn't do?
Not much.
Yeah, it's so interesting. You write about it all, which is so fascinating. It is.
You also... I'm sorry to didn't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
You also wrote about, which was really interesting, is that the movies that you did, most of the movies you did, you were attracted to your male co-stars. And you wrote in particular about Robert Mitchum. Yeah. But you said that Robert Mitchum was a lesson in contradictions. Yes. What did you mean when you said that?
Well, he was. Do you guys remember him?
Yeah, we do. This side of the couch remembers.
That's it.
Yeah.
Also, he's you know what? His movies are on TCM all the time.
Right.
He was a wonderful
They got little
actor.
kids and stuff.
And he was so smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what nobody really understood. He was really quite brilliant. He could read a script once, and he had photographic memory, and there it was. It stayed there. But I love the contradiction that he was this big, powerful, don't mess with me guy. I used to ride the rails as a hobo sort of thing. And inside, he was like a very fragile, contradictory flower. And in many ways, emotionally a coward.
Right.
Well, you also had relationships with world leaders.
God.
Guys. Really, the Pierre Trudeau we know, the Canadian president, and Andrew Peacock of Australia.
Bad, you guys are bad.
And this guy Olaf Palme, who was the former
he was Olaf Palme. He was the smartest of all.
The Prime Minister of Sweden.
Yeah. So now can I ask my Jack Lemmon question? Okay. I just want to know about Jack. Did you love working with him? Was he great to work with?
He's a great actor.
He was a great actor. He worked really hard. Billy Wilder loved his talent. I used to come in on our days off and watch him work, but Billy made him do 18 takes just because he was in love with his talent, and it was better the first 5.
Wow. They need to Netflix The Apartment, Terms of Endearment, Postcards from the Edge. Some came running. Look up Shirley MacLaine's. She's got an incredible filmography.
She is, as you all well know. So we're thanking Shirley.
Is it over?
It's over. That was it, baby. The studio audience is getting to go home with a copy of her book. I'm over all that. We'll be right back with Evan Rachel Wood. Rachel Wood stars in a new movie called The Conspirator as the daughter of a Confederate widow who's counting on a Union lawyer to save her mother from being hung as an accessory to the assassination of President Lincoln. Take a look.
Did you fight in the war, Mr. Aiken?
Uh-huh.
Kill any on our side?
Miss, do you have any documents indicating who stayed here or a ledger of accounts? Do you want me to help your mother or not? Is there anything else you're concealing?
Such as?
Your brother's start. Look, if you know what...
Yeah, baby. Please welcome back Evan Rachel Wood. So now, this is an amazing story. I loved this movie, I have to tell you. It's a story of Mary Surratt, who was the first woman hung in the United States of America.
She's the first woman to ever be executed and given the death penalty.
That's right. Because it was supposed that because the conspirators met at her boarding house, she must have known what was going on.
Well, and they also couldn't find her son, who was supposedly involved. And since they couldn't find him, they pretty much settled for her.
So when you read the script, did it just knock you? Oh, and by the way,
she's playing.
Who directed it?
Robert Redford.
Thank you.
Robert Redford.
Who's that guy?
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes it's hot flashes, sometimes it's memory loss. So Robert Redford directed this. So when you got the script and you read it, what was your first response? Did you know the story?
I didn't know the story. Funny enough, I knew nothing about the Surratt family. And Anna Surratt was the only woman that took the stand for the trial. And I had no idea that there were also multiple attacks that night on the vice president, on the secretary of state. That there wasn't. It wasn't just one man.
It's a fascinating timepiece too. Yeah. When Robert Redford said that you were intimidating when he first met you.
Why is
Do
that?
tell.
I don't know. I mean, I was just trying to take in everything that he was saying, so I was really just staring at him and just looking in those blue eyes. Right. And yeah, that's what he said. He said he had no idea what I was thinking, and that I was intimidating.
Did you like him as a director?
I loved him.
Yeah.
Well, he's an actor and a brilliant one, so you speak the same language. So it was so fun.
I want to let everybody know you play Surratt's daughter.
Yes.
And so can you tell us what was the relationship between her daughter Anna and Mary? What was the relationship between the two women?
They're very, very close because she's also a single mother, and so they were running this boarding house together. So it's quite heartbreaking.
I heard the film was set in the 19th century, so you had to wear all those costumes, which are not the most attractive, by the way,
or comfortable.
Yeah, the hairdos were weird also in those days. Yeah. But anyway, I heard that your clothing fell apart a lot. Why was that?
We were constantly followed around by seamstresses because a lot of them were really from that period.
Oh,
so, you know, you yawn and it's like,
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
No, like
oh, they were really the stuff.
So they had to be scratchy and everything, just wearing them.
So now, this wasn't a story that you knew, but were you surprised by some of the similarities in court drama, shall we say?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, we're not really taking a stance either way in the film, but it is hard not to see the parallels between when, you know, emotions get involved into politics and when, you know, it's not about justice, it's about revenge. So I thought that was pretty
Did you feel that they had railroaded Mary?
Slightly.
A little bit.
I wanted to.
I mean, I think the death penalty was a little harsh.
for her. I wanted to take it to the HBO miniseries Mildred Pierce, where you played Kate Winslet's daughter in the film. When you met her, they said you got a little emotional when you met Kate Winslet.
I did. Well, she's my favorite actress, and the first day of rehearsal, I was in the elevator ride up, and I had to wipe a couple of tears away. It was a very big moment for me.
And she taught you, right? She coached you kind of through because you had a nude scene, your first.
I had my first.
Did she talk you into it?
She did slightly talk me into it. I was going to chicken out. I was really going to chicken out, and she was like, "Look, listen to me. I've done everything, all right, and it's going to be fine. You're going to be so brave, and you're just going to put a merkin on, and you'll be all right." And I was like, a what?
Tell the audience what a merkin is, because I really was not that familiar.
Without being too graphic. Like, for instance, I had to wear a wig in the film because it was the 1930s. But everything had to look like the 1930s, including
your curtains,
my bits and pieces.
A wig at the bottom is called a merkin.
And they, basically, me and the makeup artist are best friends now because she had to glue it onto me. And,
you're very close now.
Very close. We're like this.
No bedazzling of a JJ in that movie.
Here's an interesting factoid before we go out. I heard that you were going to be in Spider-Man, but your schedule changed, and you missed it. You could have been in that accidental play, shall we call it, but you missed it. Aren't you lucky?
Well, I mean, I adore Julie, and I really do, and you know, my heart goes out to them. It really does.
I know.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Mishaps.
Well, you know what? We're glad that your schedule changed because we got to see The Conspirator and got to see Mildred Pierce. You're just fabulous. We love you. Thank you, Evan Rachel Wood. The Conspirator will be in theaters today. When we come back, the surviving member of Milli Vanilli is telling us where he is now. Well, we know he's back there, but he's going to tell us more. We'll be right back.
In 1990, Fab Morvan and Rob Pilatus, better known as Milli Vanilli, were on top of the charts and on top of the world. Hits like Girl You Know It's True had them selling millions of records, touring internationally, and winning the Grammy for Best New Artist until they were exposed in one of the biggest scandals in music history. They hadn't sung a note and were lip-syncing over other singers' voices. The backlash was fierce, and for the first time ever in the Grammy Awards history, the Grammy was given back. Take a look.
We give this Grammy back now to the Record Academy, and we recommend our buddies who did the real voices, who got seduced like us in Germany. Brad Howell and Sean Davis are the real singers, and I think they should get this Grammy.
Rob Pilatus would never recover from the scandal, dying of a drug overdose in 1998. Now, over 20 years later, the surviving member of Milli Vanilli is here to tell us how he got through it and where he is now. Please welcome Fab Morvan. Fab.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Welcome. So that was 20 years ago. I'm sure a lot of stuff goes around in your head when you see that video. But since then, you have been a French teacher, a radio DJ, an artist, a public speaker.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
I've been doing many things, and music has been part of my life. And when everything crashed down, after some soul searching, I realized that I couldn't live without it. So I kept going and evolving. As an artist, you have to evolve and you have to reinvent yourself. People might say, what have you been in for the past 20 years? I've been in the studio, I've been evolving, so that when it was time for me to come out to do something really that was strong and powerful and relevant artistically at the same time.
And yours. Something that had your voice to it.
But what I did is, after Rob's death, I worked on an album called Love Revolution. And I wrote a song for him on that album, but it allowed me to channel the pain. And, you know, in life, everything happens for a reason. You don't know why. Hindsight 2020, then you look and you said, wow, I was supposed to go through there. And it made me a better human being, a better artist. So when I talk about pain in the song, or love, or friendship, because I love someone very dear to me, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Can you go back in time for us, too? I mean, the height of your career in 1990, when the producer of this music comes to you and explains that the voices aren't going to be yours, there's going to be lip syncing, because obviously, you know, you want to be in the industry, I can imagine, right? And you're talented, so there's probably hope that it's going to be your voice eventually. How did that all happen?
We were devastated because, you know, we signed first of all, we signed a recording contract, and we were going to be, you know, it was going to be, everything was on the up and up, it was up. But then they had a plan, and what happened was, someone sang on the record, they had a plan, we walked right into the trap. And
it was supposed to be a one-record deal, right?
Yeah, it was one record deal. We received a little bit of advance money, and before you know it, they trapped us, they gave us more money, more money, more money. Very little for us, but we had nothing at the time. And then, when they said, well, you know, you're gonna have to lip sync, we're like, no, we're out. Well, no, you're not out, because the punchline is, you have to give the money back. And then we couldn't pay that money back. So we were trapped. In order to get out, we had to go deeper in. And once you get in the lifestyle, then you really kind of get seduced, and they knew it would happen.
You know, we have a photo of the people whose voices were used. Look at the picture. There they are, those two guys on the end. Now, do you think that the band have made it if they use those two? They needed the two of you, I think.
Well, you decide.
No. Well, you can't see them too easily, but...
No, not to take anything away from them, but I'm saying it was... it was a combination, and it was the time at the same time.
Yes.
And we gave our best, we entertained millions of people, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, didn't they tell you that your accents were too strong? And that's why they didn't want you singing?
No, there was straight up a plan, and we walked straight into the trap. We didn't know, because we were fresh to the game.
Sure.
You see.
Sure. Now, did it all come out? Because, I mean, there was one story that you were on stage and the record broke, and then you guys ran off stage, but that was... And when did the public really find out?
Ironically enough, Frank Farian came to New York.
And Frank was the producer.
Yeah, and told the world. Yeah, the guy that created everything. But because we were not willing, we pulled the plug, and he told us, I took you in, I took you out. And he sure did.
Yes, he did.
You said when you guys were nominated for that Grammy for the Best New Artist, you said you were hoping that you would lose, but you won. What was that moment like when you won?
That moment was like, you know, we were backstage, we just finished performing. Girl, you know it's true. And we were holding up our breath backstage and, you know, waiting for the MC to call on them. And then when they called on them, it was just like stressed out, but we had to keep a smile. We received the awards and dedicated to all the awards, to all the artists out there with a dream. And that's all we could do, but, you know, we had a secret. But
it's sad, because I was reading that you have a beautiful voice, that your voice coach said that you and your partner could sing like Pavarotti.
Can you sing a little?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have something coming out today on iTunes called Anytime, so I'll give you a little something.
Oh, yeah. Good. Let's hear it.
Okay. Oh, how many times can I tell you? How many ways can I show I'm never ever gonna be the kind that gave up or the one to let go. Oh, you built a wall around your heartache, but I'm gonna tear it down, tear it down. As far as I am concerned, nothing's gonna get in my way, my way, my way.
You have a beautiful, beautiful voice.
This is coming out today on iTunes.
Today on iTunes, that's excellent. We'll be downloading. I got to say, too, there's a Milli Vanilli story is about to come out in film, right? They're going to tell your story. What part did you have of it? And also, did Rob's family, do they approve
Well,
of
I talk to Carmen
the content?
Pilatus. I talk to Carmen Pilatus every 2 weeks.
His sister?
You know, yeah, his sister. And actually, she's the one who picked him out of the lot when her parents chose him. She said, I want him.
Okay, Fab.
So she was very close to us.
Who's going to play him?
I don't know. We're going to see. Right now, we're in the rewrites, and you know, Kathleen Kennedy is the producer, and Jeff Nathanson is screenwriter, and Florian Gallagher is the director.
Well, thank you, Fab. Thank you so much for coming by and setting the record straight.
Thank you very much.
We love you. Thanks to Fab Morvan. We'll be right back.
Captivating audiences for over 2 decades, and she's returning to her roots on her new CD, Sing It Loud. Please welcome Katie Lang. Yay! Hi, Katie. How are you? We're so glad you're here. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome.
What's happening?
How are you?
I am happening.
You are, damn
I am definitely happening.
You are. I mean, you're happening with a big band here behind you. First time in 20 years.
They are
right?
happening.
A long time.
Yep.
Sis Boom Bang.
Sis Boom Bang.
Talk about their name.
Well, we recorded on July 4th weekend, and the second these guys all walked in the studio, it was palpable. I mean, literally, you could cut the magic in the air. Right. And we just instantly fell in love. Seriously, just connected, and we recorded 8 songs in 3 days. Just wow.
Yeah, we've been hearing them in rehearsal, so they sound pretty good. We're excited about this.
Yeah.
Hey, so the location for I Confess, was it a strip joint?
It
the
was.
video?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so how did talk about the process there?
Okay.
You knew?
All right. Well, I don't always go to strip clubs, but when I do, I like to go at 10 in the morning.
Because the girls that are working at 10 in the morning, they deserve some attention too.
Okay. Yeah, we have coffee.
Not that I know that, but you know.
By the way, you have to say, we talked about it here on the show, your performance at the Olympics was, I mean, breathtaking. So emotional, I know that it was for you. Hallelujah. Hands down. And wonderfully done by you.
Well, it's the song. The song makes it easy. I mean, there's so much content in that song and that lyrics and the melody that you never get tired of singing it. That's why Everyone and His Dog has recorded it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a big moment for me being in my home country singing a Leonard Cohen song.
It was pretty. Touched across the globe.
Yeah, and I was up like 90 meters on a little tiny round stage, and I thought, yeah, just watch me go over the edge.
Yeah, it was pretty fantastic. I want to talk about a smaller arena, but not much, Glee, because you sang you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, for their album.
Yes.
Well, how did that come about?
I was asked to do it, and like anybody jumps at the chance of being on Glee, so.
Yeah,
and that's also a great song. I mean, it's just a wonderful song.
There's not much you can do vocally with that song.
No,
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but it's good. But it's a good one.
So swell.
Do you watch it now?
Once in a while.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. They're getting new fans all the time. You know, we're so excited to hear you sing today, here to perform I Confess, off her new CD, Sing It Loud. Katie Lang, everybody.
Yay!
I need you badly. Hold me in your arms and love me madly. without you only brought me heartache. I've had all the lonely I can take. Now I know the letting go was my mistake. I'll say it again and again and again. I confess I need you badly. Hold me in your arms, love me madly. Life without you only brought me heartache. I've had all the lonely I can take. Now I know the letting go was my mistake. I'll say it again and again and again. I confess I need you badly. Hold me in your arms, love me madly. I confess I'll be your daddy. Ask for anything, I'll do it gladly. Ask for anything and I'll do it gladly. Hold me in your arms and love me madly.
Here's what you gotta know. Oh, that's you, baby. You do it.
All right, thank you, Katie Lang. Hey, members of our audience are going home with a copy of Katie's new CD, Sing It Loud. We'll be right back. That was fantastic.
Hey, just a little FYI. Evan Rachel Wood loves Katie Lang. Was sitting back there, she was singing, lip syncing the words. It's fabulous. We hope that you go out and get this album because, baby, you will not hear another like it. She's fantastic. Have a great day. Everybody, take a little time to enjoy whatever view you're looking at.
ABC Shark Tank is all new tonight at 8, 7 Central.